Yeah. Yeah. Bali! 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 That's not a Sega. That's a that's a Switch. Okay. Um bum, bum, bum. Very spooky that my neighbor noisily closed the door behind me. Oh my god. I Does anyone play frisbee anymore? I actually kind of enjoyed frisbee. All right, let's see this. Yeah, we got 6 strings. I hate it when people put anything other than 6 strings on a guitar, unless it's a 5 string guitar, or it's a 4 string bass, or it's a 12 string guitar. Those are nice too. I wonder if 5 string guitars have 10 string variants. I bet they do. Probably not very popular, but I bet they do. Hmm. I'm thinking putting your water gun like that. There's probably gonna get dirt and fur and clog it up. Don't store it like that. You gotta do better. Streets of Rage, I have no idea what that is. It looks like a side-scroller fighter. Probably like Street Fighter. No. What am I doing? Street Fighter is not a side-scroller fighter. Well, I guess it is. But what I meant is more like, uh, something versus the universe. What is that Canadian game slash movie called? Something versus the universe or something versus the world. Anyways, let's take my baldy, and nobody's here anymore, but I'm going to still look around. Well, I guess we're done looking around. Mm-hmm. What else we got here? I guess that's all. Golden axe. Okay. That's a very common pose for strong women in movies back then. Just you got the side view, so you can show off their bum and their boobs. You got to show the curves of the women, and it's like it's got to be a front view for the guys, cause you gotta show all their muscles. You gotta have all your muscles showing, and you gotta have them greased up. Gotta have them all greased up. And I have no idea what that is. The movie, obviously, it's a werewolf, but is that a is that a penis on him? What what's that blue thing? What's going on there? Eh, eh, Oh, oh, goodbye, Molly. Um, I don't know if this is a slushy or a just that more watery one. Beep. Oh, yeah. Hey, bad mesh designers, don't make an item you can pick up if it doesn't have, you know, a face on the bottom, a texture face on the. Oh, my friend had a beanbag. Oh my god, did it ever stink? It's like you can't clean the beanbags, and if you have a friend that farts all the time, oh, geez, that no, beanbags are terrible. Eh, hey, Bowie, here you can have the beanbag. Well, at least they added some proper physics to it. You know, it's not just a physics box; it's actual. There's actual elevation to it. What's up here? Uh huh. I don't approve of there being 3 pencils, but they're all the same HB pencils. I think nowadays they use 2H pencils as the standard instead of HB. I could be wrong. Yum, 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 yum. Hello, Knuckles. I only know you and Sonic. Well, no, I knew Sonic existed, but I only know Knuckles existed from the recent movies. This bed is too far away from the wall. I would change that. Okay, neighbor, stop being noisy with the doors, please. It's kind of spooky. Um, I don't think I had a kitty at the same time I had a yo-yo. I don't think I ever owned a yo-yo. Oh, I did. Yeah, I remember buying a few cheap yo-yos, but they always like broke or something, or never worked, or they they worked, but I was just terrible at them. I was probably just terrible at them. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I think there's. Excuse me, ball. You just that's way too bouncy. This would be an awesome room. They should definitely update this room to like get better physics on bouncy balls, because that's ridiculous. And add a face to the bottom of the Slurpee, and seems to be some weird clipping in the textures, or is that supposed to be tape? No, I think that's just weird clipping in the textures, and not proper smoothing on the faces. I am being a total jerk to whoever made this. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I guess once you learn some things in a mesh maker program like Blender, you turn into a jerk. I guess that's just how it works. Kind of like when you learn how to script a language. Boop, 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 boop. If you script a language, if you're a scripter, and you look at someone's messy, disorganized, illogical script, you just criticize it. So I guess you become a jerk there too. Okay. I am going to stop being a jerk. Oh my god, look. See, like, they put that down too far so it's clipping through the floor. They should have, like, put the vertices a bit. You see what I mean? I'm a friggin' jerk now. I'm just a jerk to people who make mesh and stuff. I'm terrible. And the textures aren't even aligned on the base. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being a jerk. Can I? Um. I'm kind of thinking that turntables and vinyl, that might be a bit too retro. I, that might be a bit too retro for a 90s theme. Or an 80s theme. What are they going for here? 80s or 90s? Sega Genesis. That was 90s, I think. I don't know, maybe some people did have vinyl in the 90s. I think my mother had vinyl. Yeah, my mother had some vinyl and a really nice stereo system for it. She had Simon and Garfunkel. That was one of the things. Oh, and Pink. No, she didn't have any Pink Floyd. She had Simon. No, not Simon and Garfunkel. What was that? Fleetwood Mac. That's what one. She had Fleetwood Mac, and I think she had the police and also that similar band to the police. The one that said, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. What was that band name? Don't know. And and um I think her favorite song by the police was Roxanne. Um yeah, it was basically just my mother and myself in the townhouse after the divorce. So I mean, that was pretty much all I had to socialize with. Cause being a boy who likes girly clothes and acting feminine in a conservative town equals no friends. Let's see here. What else? What other records did they have? And I could be wrong. No, I think the police was on vinyl. I don't think it was a cassette. I think it was on vinyl. And what books we got up here? Y2K, The Lie. Well, you don't know it's a lie yet. It's not Y2K yet. Yeah, yeah. Oh, they should make an 8-ball in VRChat that actually works. That would be cool. I'm curious how those things actually work. Like, I get you shake them up, and the thing inside rolls around on some sort of maybe like a gyro system, but how do they get it so the text is always like perfectly aligned for you to read it? That's neat. D3T, Guide to Games. I don't know what that means. Adventure Comics. The interweb. Invest now. Don't invest in the interweb, but oh my god. I think everyone who grew up in the 90s or 80s, they wish that they invested in Windows or Apple. Oh, jeez. Or, was Bitcoin in the 90s or did that start in the early 2000s? 90s fashion. An apology. Not all 90s fashion is an apology. And you know what? Every decade has fashion that's seen as absolutely stupid ridiculous in the following decades. Think about 80s fashion, 70s fashion, 60s. One thing that really pisses me off is those glass shoes with the goldfish in them. How the frig do you change the goldfish in those? And also, oh my god, the friggin' noise caused by walking on the glass or plastic shoes to the goldfish? That has gotta be considered animal cruelty nowadays. I would not be surprised if shoes like that were made illegal nowadays. And I would absolutely support that decision. Because that is, wow. You people in the 60s and 70s who wore those. Bad. Bad people. I'm joking, you're not bad people. That's just something that you never thought about. Some of you never thought about. I guess kind of like, what was his name? Jake the Snake in wrestling. The way they treated that snake, that's got to be considered animal abuse as well. Probably multiple snakes too. I bet you, I wouldn't be surprised if that snake, like, died a few times and they just replaced it. Wow. My brain has just gone into a dark world now. Remembering the past has made me a dark person. Now that I think about it. thinking about the future makes me a dark person too. Oh my god. Okay, time to distract my brain then. Let's go somewhere else.